Hundreds of M1A2 Abrams main battle tanks belonging to the United States Army have begun maneuvering across Eastern Europe as part of a major multinational military exercise under the NATO umbrella. These tanks, among the most powerful armored vehicles in the world, were shipped from the United States to strategic ports in Germany, Poland, and the Baltic states before being transported to designated training zones near NATO's Eastern Front. This deployment marks more than a display of power. It is a strategic and deliberate action to reaffirm NATO's collective defense posture in response to growing geopolitical tensions in the region. The presence of Abrams tanks in such numbers signals that the United States remains firmly committed to protecting Europe from external threats, especially as security dynamics have shifted sharply since Russia's aggression in Ukraine. The exercise involving the M1A2 Abrams tanks features a series of complex, realistic combat simulations designed to prepare NATO forces for high-intensity warfare scenarios. These range from open-field tank battles to close-quarters engagements in urban environments, replicating situations that coalition troops may realistically face in future conflicts. Weighing more than 60 tons and armed with a powerful 120mm smoothbore cannon, the Abrams tank is a battlefield juggernaut. But its power lies not only in firepower. Modern variants like the M1A, the 2nd of September V3, are equipped with advanced fire control systems, thermal optics, encrypted communications, and battlefield awareness tools. These upgrades enable Abrams crews to identify, engage, and neutralize threats faster and more efficiently than ever before. The tanks operate in coordination with infantry fighting vehicles, rotary wing aircraft, and unmanned aerial systems. All working as an integrated joint force to test battlefield dominance across different combat domains. This large-scale deployment forms part of Operation Atlantic Resolve, a long-running initiative launched by the United States following Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014. Through this operation, American forces are continuously rotated throughout Central and Eastern Europe to bolster Allied readiness, enhance interoperability, and deter potential aggression from adversaries. The arrival of such a significant number of M1A2 Abrams tanks sends a strong message. The U.S. does not just talk about collective security, it acts decisively to uphold it. The deployment spans multiple NATO member states, including Poland, Romania, Estonia, and Latvia, all of which have expressed growing concerns over their proximity to potential flashpoints. These countries now host forward-positioned American armor units, making it clear that an attack on one will truly be considered an attack on all. At major training centers like Drawsko-Pomorskie in Poland and Novo Selo in Bulgaria, Abrams tank crews are conducting live fire drills, defensive maneuvering, and rapid assault simulations. These exercises put both the machines and their crews through rigorous combat conditions, testing their ability to adapt and survive under fire. The SEPV-3 variant of the Abrams, now widely fielded in Europe, includes next-generation enhancements in electronic warfare protection, power management, crew survivability, and fuel efficiency. Abrams tanks participate in complex scenarios where they must track and destroy moving targets, coordinate artillery strikes, and call in air support, all while maintaining secure lines of communication with command elements and supporting units. The training regimen also stresses battlefield sustainment, with logistics teams operating around the clock to refuel, rearm, and conduct maintenance on these heavy armored platforms. The presence of Abrams tanks also provides a valuable opportunity for NATO allies to train side by side with U.S. forces. Combined arms operations with Polish, Lithuanian, and Bulgarian troops enhance multinational interoperability. As soldiers from different nations practice coordinated movement, unified command procedures, and shared tactics on the battlefield. Language barriers are overcome through joint planning sessions and integrated command centers. These collaborative efforts not only sharpen combat capabilities, but also strengthen diplomatic and military bonds among NATO members. In this era of modern warfare, success depends heavily on how effectively allies can fight together, and these drills prove that NATO is moving in the right direction to ensure seamless joint operations. Beyond the tactical aspects, the Abrams deployment also serves a crucial strategic and political role. NATO's adversaries, particularly Russia, are undoubtedly monitoring the movement and scale of these exercises. By deploying such a substantial force of main battle tanks in Eastern Europe, the alliance sends a clear deterrent signal. Any hostile action toward a NATO member will be met with overwhelming and immediate force. Analysts view this move as both a precautionary defense measure and a symbolic warning. It demonstrates the alliance's resolve, preparedness, and cohesion in a time of heightened uncertainty. More importantly, it shows that American strategic mobility is not just theoretical and tire. Armored brigades can now be moved across oceans and continents in a matter of weeks and made combat-ready upon arrival. From a logistical standpoint, the movement of hundreds of heavy tanks like the M1A2 Abrams across Eastern Europe is a monumental task that tests the capabilities of regional infrastructure. Rail networks, roads, and bridges had to be reinforced or upgraded in some areas to accommodate the Abrams' weight and size. This process required coordination not only between military logisticians, but also with civilian authorities and contractors. While challenging, this effort has led to long-term benefits for the host countries, such as improved transportation infrastructure, employment opportunities, and increased economic activity related to military presence. In many ways, the deployment has helped bolster not only regional security but also local resilience through enhanced infrastructure, investment, and joint civil-military coordination. As the exercise continues over the coming weeks, M1A2 Abrams tanks will remain a central feature of NATO's defensive posture in Eastern Europe. They represent not only the physical strength of the U.S. military, but also the credibility of its commitment to NATO's Article 5. In the current global environment marked by hybrid threats, cyber attacks, and the return of great power competition, the Abrams tank stands as a symbol of deterrence, resolve, and capability.